see a team so often like Atlanta, spring training and 18, 19 games a year. Strategically, if you're a guy like Hefner, what's the tipping point to deciding, okay, I need to show them something a little different just because, or I've had success, so therefore I'm just going to keep going? Is there a...
Well, Josh, pitching's your strength. And the minute you try to do something, start trying to do something different, okay, geez, guys are starting to hit my changeup. Maybe I'll come up with a split finger that I can't throw for a strike. You're gonna get killed. You gotta just make pitches. I used to ask old pitchers. I asked Tommy John for years. Guys, when guys were first ball fastball hitters, what'd you throw him? He said a sinker. What'd you throw him on one? I threw him a sinker, because that was his strength. And what you got to do is make them adjust. Because the minute you think you've got to make adjustments is when you're going to make mistakes.
Terry, with Ike, do you expect power kind of be the next thing to come around for him? And are you surprised it's taken him so long to get one out? So he hasn't hit one out since he came back. Is that kind of what the next?
Well, he hasn't had a lot of at-bats since he's been back. But I thought last night, the ball hit last night, again, one of the things with Ike's swing, the way he swings, he does hit a lot of balls with topspin that aren't going to carry as much. So, certainly what we want to try to do and get him to do is, start getting some balls in the lower middle part of the ball where they can backspin and start to get some carry. But he's going to hit homers. I mean, he's big and strong, and if he keeps hitting the ball in the barrel, he's going to hit some homers.
Over here.
Terry, about a month ago, you set a goal of playing 600 over the remainder of the season. Guys gone like 21 and 15 since that point. Are you happy with the way the team responded to that goal, and are you using that as continual motivation?
Well, we didn't set goals. I mean, I just said, hey, that'd be nice if we could do that. I didn't set a goal. What I want to do is win series. I want to win 2 out of 3. I want to win 3 out of 5. I want to win 7 out of 10. That's what I want to do. And if we can continue to do that, we're going to get back in the mix. So, I don't want to put a goal that, you're not going to reach until the middle or the end of September. I want to worry about doing it weekly. Hey, let's go out now. We've got 2 more games here. You know what? Let's try to win both of them. Let's get out of here with a good series. Let's win the series. Let's go into Washington. We got 4 games in Washington. Let's win 2, if not 3. And that's the only way you're going to get back into this thing. If you look down the road and say, well, we're worried about September, we got a lot of things going to happen between now and September. So.
Terry, you said yesterday you agree with Ike wanting that situation, and then he said later on that he would do it more often. Do you kind of do you think maybe a guy like Ike who you expect power from, would you rather him?
Well, no, I didn't necessarily agree with it. I understood why he did it. He was trying to get on base. I totally understand that. But as I said after the game, if Ike wants to get bunt singles, they're going to let him have bunt singles. He's not going to steal second. He's not going to score on a single from first. And so, but there's situations where, we're going to need a base runner. If they're going to let him get on first, let him get on first. But I think there's going to be situations where I would prefer that he swing. I understand completely what he did. But, his game's going to be, doing some damage.
Yeah. Kevin.
Is with record playing tonight, Terry, is there anything with that and getting Hefner back on track, or you just picked today's the day that record plays?
Both. We came out of the break. I wanted, with Hef starting, I wanted Buck to catch him. John Buck was not the reason why Jeremy Hefner did not pitch well. But, he has been pitching well with record behind the plate. I want to put him back there again tonight. We got a day game tomorrow that John Buck is going to catch. So it was a situation where I'll get record here tonight, get John tomorrow morning or tomorrow at noon. The following day, we got a doubleheader. They're both going to catch. So it's just a matter of, picking my games. So.
Terry, with a quick turnaround tomorrow, are you thinking of, with a left-hander going for them, getting Turner in, and do you know yet if it would be a shorter at second?
It will be, Turner will play. I don't know which spot yet, but Justin is going to play.
Yeah. Mark?
Terry, Darnell played his first rehab game today. Has there been a mapped out plan for him yet as far as what his progression will be, or is that?
The answer is, Mark, I'm sure there has been. Am I privy to it? No. But it's not a secret, but I haven't asked about it.
Right.
Again, until he's playing back in AAA, no disrespect to Travis, he's the future, but I got all I can do right now to make sure I got this stuff planned out. And like I said, when he's in AAA, I'll start watching it real close.
And you don't know when he's going to
I have no idea.
The other thing was, is there any plan yet for East to throw a bullpen session?
He already has.
Yeah.
He should be in a game here by, most likely, if not the weekend, by the first of next week, he should be pitching, I would think, in a couple innings in that golf close to the game. I have no idea.
Gary?
With Duda, so he played left field today, is there a plan to play him at first and in the outfield during his rehab, or is he just gonna play the outfield? Has that been mapped out?
Gary has not been mapped out. You know, put him out there today. It was, you know, as a matter of fact, I thought he was gonna DH again, just to get at bats in. I'm, you know, not only worried about his hitting right now. When he's ready to go full bore, then we'll start worrying about the position. But, you know, as he goes through his rehab, yeah, he will be playing first and the outfield.
Yeah, Anthony.
Terry, is it concerning all that Ike that he was talking last night about how he feels like the fans here are getting on him? He said he feels like an away player. Is that something that you're aware of, and if so, does it concern you?
Well, you know, again, I don't want to answer this correctly. You know, I understand. I'm here. I listen to it. I hear it. I hear the comments. You know, there's a lot of people that sit right next to the dugout who, you know, have things to say, and as Ike knows, it comes with the territory. You know what? You know, when you last year in the first half, he got booed. He started hitting homers. He started getting cheered. And it's just the nature of the game. And you can't let their reactions dictate or add extra pressure. You still got to go up there and put a good at bat on, see the ball, get the barrel to it, and when that starts happening, they're going to start cheering. Or, you know, when you become a somewhat star like Ike Davis, and you don't play good, I mean, one of the greatest players in the game gets booed, and it just happens.
Yeah, Mike?
Terry, from with Henry set to go in a couple of days, I don't know if you've had any conversations with him since he's been up here yet, or have you had any conversations with him since?
Mike, I have. I said, nice to see you. How you feeling? Throw your pen today, and I'll talk to you later. I mean, I don't know. You know, you guys think I got to have these massive instructional conversations with guys when, you know, I haven't seen him pitch since last year. So I want him to, you know, I've got the reports. I've heard what he has, and again, I believe in everything our minor league people say about these guys. But you know what? When they get up here, this isn't Binghamton anymore. And you know what? What you did there, you better continue to do it here. And that is throw your pitches for strikes, mix them up, work fast, change speeds, throw strikes. The old philosophy that has been in this game for a long time. Now, I'm going to tell him, listen, and it's the same thing. You know, I'm not sure John Buck's ever caught him. I think Recker's going to catch him. But you know what? You've got to pitch to his strengths. And we've seen that with some of our young pitchers that have come up here. We've tried to get them to, you know, maybe go to pitch to the hitter's weaknesses, and they don't pitch very good because you're taking away their strengths. And that's all I'm going to tell them on Friday. Pitch to your strengths.
From what I remember last September, one of his biggest issues was throwing first pitch strikes. From the reports you've seen, has he gotten, I guess, better at doing that?
Well, he's been great. I mean, they said his command of ball, his pitches has been very good. And that's, you know, that's a big key because you can't just pitch the one pitch here. Except for Mariano, he's the one who can hit.
With Feliciano getting promoted recently, is there a guy that you can see maybe, if possible, if there's a spot that opens, Feliciano coming up here and contributing?
If there's a spot open, I don't think there's any question he'd be in the mix.
What are the reports you're hearing from what's his velocity like right now?
It's pretty much the same, but that it has been.
Actually, two things, Terry, now that he reminds me. What's the latest on Burdak? And do you need to check with Hawkins tonight to see if he's good to go, or do you just assume that you...
I've already checked with Hawkins, he's not pitching tonight. I get the same reports on Burdak I'm getting on Feliciano, and that is there's days he feels great, and his velocity's pretty good. It's not what it may never be what it once was. And then it might be the next time out, maybe not be as good. But they tell me his slider's pretty good still. So again, you know, if there's that spot that opens up that's needed, and we look for a left-hander, we've got two guys we know can certainly handle the heat at this level.
With Hawkins, is it pretty much becoming a standard thing now that if you use him 2 nights in a row, you probably don't have him the next
That's
day?
correct.
Regardless of the number of pitches?
That's correct, yeah.
Any other questions, guys?